All right, so here we are. This is where we left off yesterday, so I want to go ahead and continue on after. So yesterday we completed entering in the inventory for the regular coffee and the supreme coffee. Now we're gonna go ahead and continue on with the next batch of the coffee mugs. So let's go ahead and get started. So what do we do here? What happened here? Anybody?
The company receives coffee mugs from All Things Ceramics.
Okay.
100 ceramic coffee cups
Okay.
at $2.51 each,
Okay.
plus 100 delivery charge with a term of 1%, 10, net 30.
Okay. So
So on the drawer now, receives coffee mugs would be accounts. Okay, on the drawer now would be accounts payable. And I'm not.
that's one of them. That's one of them.
Then that would be a credit.
Yes, the accounts payable will be a credit. Good.
Credit, and then the mugs would be debit, and then same thing with the delivery charge. Debit.
Okay, so
It's purchase expenses, Lina.
Purchase. There you go. I always forget that. Purchase.
yes, because
Okay.
There.
what what
There.
what kind of what kind of tracking method are we using for the coffee mugs?
Periodic.
Periodic. Yes, we recognize periodic inventory as an expense. So in this case, there is no delivery charge. It's freight expense. There is no coffee mugs because it's purchase expense. Everything's going to be recognized as an expense.
Always forget the term purchase.
Sorry. So good. So we recognize purchase expense, freight expense, and we placed it on an accounts payable. Where is my Y? Payable, okay? So what's my purchase expense account number?
61,000.
61,000. Freight expense
6,300.
and my accounts payable.
20,000.
All right. And in each account, how much am I going to be placing in here?
251.
Where is the 251 going to go?
Debit. Under purchase expenses.
Okay, sorry. 251. Good.
And 100 debit. And 351 credit.
Good. All right. And what's my note going to be here for?
All things ceramic.
Mm-hmm.
Invoice number 202.
Invoice number
202.
okay, 202. Sorry about that. Just double checking. 202.
1% net.
1%, comma 10 at 30. Okay, good.
Then to the ledger.
Ledger. To the ledger.
Under expenses.
Purchase expense, OP's payroll, travel. So here we are, purchase expense.
Coffee mugs.
Excuse me. 100 coffee mugs. All right.
Yeah. GJ 17.
17 for
55.
351 or 251?
251.
251. Good. Bringing
1090.
good. 1092.20. Good.
Freight expenses.
Freight expense?
Yeah. 27th. 100 coffee mugs. GJ 17. 100. Means 500.
And next?
The subsidiary ledger.
Oh, you got,
Accounts payable.
yes, you forgot one more accounts payable. So 27.
$202.
GJ 17. 351. Credit.
Good. 351 credit, which should bring you to a total of $4,345.70. Okay, good. And then, Tennyson, you said subsidiary ledger? Good.
27th June.
To all things ceramics.
It's 100 coffee mugs.
202.
202. GJ 17.
GJ 17.
1% 10 net 30.
Same thing down here. Good.
7th July.
7th of July. Yes. 7. 7. And when's the actual due date?
27th July.
27th of July. Good.
Invoice value 351.
Good. And we never made a payment to it, so therefore it should be for 300. Yes, that's the total amount of what we owe to all things ceramics. Okay. All right, what's next?
And inventory.
We need to update our inventory. Oh, sorry, 27 June.
$100. 251. 251, 800, 351, 351.
Good. All right. Okay. Now that we've finished that, what else do we have left to do?
Update the purchase order.
We need to update the purchase order. So let's go ahead and come to the purchase orders. And did we receive our 100 coffee mugs for $251?
Yep.
Yes. And we also received the coffee mug, the coffee for 380.
That's 388, invoice 388.
Good. So 388 and 202. All right, so we received everything that we made a purchase order for, so that's a good thing. All right. So then what has happened next?
Albert submits an order
Okay.
to corner bookstore. So on the commission basis of external ledger or subsidiary. Now I always
Subsidiary.
subsidiary where we put them commission, the information of the order.
All right, so commissions.
So June 27.
Nope, this is when we deliver it.
Oh no, wait up. Corner bookstore,
Corner bookstore.
order 109 for the amount of 218.81.
218.81.
That's it.
Good. Okay. And then what has happened here on the 27th of June? Keep going. What does it say from here?
We purchased sugar and creamer using our Visa credit card.
Good. So how do we journalize that?
I believe we would debit sugar and creamer.
Good. Sugar and creamer.
And then the liability, we would credit the Visa payable.
Good.
Okay. I'm speaking it, but I'm not typing it. Okay, and then once we have to put a note in there as well.
Good.
We're gonna say wholesale food store. I don't know. It's no invoice.
No invoice because it's a sales receipt, right?
Yes. So just purchase from wholesale food store.
That's perfectly fine. Okay.
And then, okay, you're gonna have to go. Then we go to the ledger.
Wait, we still haven't put in any numbers in here yet.
Okay. I'm still waking up. I feel like I'm just so behind. Just missing one day. Just feel like, ooh.
It is.
Yes. Okay, okay,
I think for the
so,
sugar is 11
So
770.
sugar, 2 pounds of sugar, and 34 pound is 21.60 So
Okay.
what amount for sugar?
So here, 2160 and 244.95 is what I heard.
Actually, the correct total for sugar is $21.60.
So yeah, $21 and six. Oh, sorry. I see. I made a typo.
And then Visa payable, that would be 266.55.
266.55. All right, and
And then
then
our number for sugar, 11770.
The account number is okay.
And then Humor is 11770.
and Visa payable.
22,000.
Good. All right, now we can go to the ledger. So we're gonna go to sugar first. What is sugar?
asset,
Mm-hmm. Here's my sugar. What am I gonna place here?
um, the date of 6/27,
Mm-hmm.
and we bought, how many pounds? Let's see. Let's go back to this email. Oh, 60 pounds of sugar.
Okay, so 60 pounds of sugar at 36 cents. All right, so let me expand this. Okay.
General Journal 17
All right, for how much?
for 2160.
Bringing our grand total to be
64.80.
$64.80. Good.
Then we go to our creamer.
Kramer?
The date is 6/27.
And how much did we buy here?
We bought, um, it says 15 cases.
Okay, good. 15 cases.
And then General Journal 17.
So, same
And
thing from previous.
we're gonna debit it for 244.95. And our new total is 538.89.
538.89 is correct. Good.
And then we're gonna go to our liabilities. And we're gonna find Visa payable.
Hmm?
The date is June 27th. And I put wholesale food. And then I put sugar and creamer. General Journal 17.
for the total
It
amount.
was for, 244.95.
Don't forget the sugar.
Oh, I moved ahead then. Didn't do it here. What do you mean?
So we're on Visa Payable right now, right? Your total creamer is $244.95. You forgot to include the $21.60 for the creamer. I mean for the sugar.
Oh, the total amount. Oh,
Yeah.
266. 266.55.
Good.
And then the new accounts payable balance is 1615.26.
Good. Visa Payable is 1615.26.
1618? I might be wrong.
Fifth. No, you're right. 1615.26.
26.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was correct.
And then what we do? Oops. Then we go to the subsidiary ledger.
Yes, the subsidiary ledger. To wholesale foods, which should be the last account in that page. Well, I could do the blank one under it, but in case we forget somebody. So here's wholesale foods.
Okay, the date is June 27th.
Uh-huh.
And sugar creamer Visa. That's what. Have it out. I'm just using the notes from above.
That's completely okay.
And then General Journal 17. What is it? No invoice number.
No invoice number.
And then the terms, was there any terms?
No terms because we made we paid the transaction day of.
Oh, yes. So the invoice amount would be 266.55.
Good.
And then we made a payment of 266.55. And there's a zero in the account.
Good.
Excuse me, the
Oh.
invoice amount?
266.55. There you go. I'm thinking my keyboard has suffered enough. Some of these numbers are not coming out. All right, so good. 266.55 in the subsidiary ledger. Good. So then, what has happened next?
And we have the purchase order.
Okay, what do we do with this?
We're going to go to the purchase order list, ledger.
Yep. Purchase orders.
And then we're going to put June 27th under purchase order number 170316.
Mm-hmm.
And the vendor is Atlas Coffee Importer for 250 pounds of coffee. And the total is $385.
$385. Good. And then what has happened here? Oh, sorry, let me. Okay. Talia, are you up for it? Are you ready? Are you ready to do this one? Talia, I know you're there. Okay. I guess someone else.
I think I can get it started.
Say that again.
I think I think I can get it started. I'm gonna put this down already.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, so the date is 27,
27, good.
and this says daily sales. So this would be sales.
All right, now are we going to debit our sales or are we going to credit our sales?
This would be sold. This would be
Wait, I'm
we're
sorry.
gonna
I'm sorry. You're going to debit what?
for sales. And so it'll be we're gonna debit the
We're going to debit the coffee. Is that what you said?
yeah.
Mm, not
Debit,
for this one.
okay. Sales, right?
Sales. Okay, but sales, are we increasing or decreasing our sales?
We're decreasing.
We're decreasing our sales?
Wait, okay, so it's opposite. So we're increasing our income, right?
I'm sorry.
We're increasing our income because we made sales. So that makes
Correct. Correct. Now, how do we increase our revenue or income?
we increase our income by through our customers through making sales.
Correct. And okay, so sales is considered revenue or income, right? That's an account type. So, how do we increase our sales or our income?
Credit,
Do you say credit or debit?
credit.
Credit, correct. So, in exchange for all of this, what did we increase as well? What did we receive?
We receive cash.
We received cash, and cash is an asset, right?
Yes.
And how do we normally increase assets?
Normally increase asset.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm if we still we increase it by credit.
You would never, okay, you would never increase an asset with a credit. You would normally increase it with a debit. Okay, so think of it if you're receiving money, you're receiving cash, right? You're increasing your cash, so that means you're increasing the ownership of cash. That means that money is yours, right? If you're going to decrease your cash, that means you're paying it off. You're letting it go. Exactly. You're crediting it. So in this scenario here, we received cash.
Mm-hmm.
So that's probably going to be the very first thing that you're going to be debiting.
That's what I thought I said was debit.
Sales is never debited. Sales is always credited. Okay. So one thing that you also have to recognize that the cash that you earn is an income. Right? It's an asset. Right? Especially when you're dealing with sales, you shouldn't refer any cash sales as income. All right? because technically it's part income, but it's also part liability because we have that sales tax. You don't own all that money. So think of it that way. And think about the cash as if it's something that you're increasing and you're having ownership of the cash. Okay, so all right. So the first thing I'm going to recognize is checking. Good. All right, and how much did I receive?
We received, $2,612.22.
Yes, 2,612.24. Right. Now this is where you're going to itemize every single sale.
So the sales and regular medium coffee.
Good.
Then the next line would be sales, large, regular coffee. And then we also have sales of medium supreme.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have sales of large supreme coffee. And then we have sales tax payable.
We missed one.
Oh, ceramic, I'm sorry, ceramic coffee beans.
You don't have to technically place it in order. Like as long as you have your debits in one section and your credits in one section. So I just wanted to make sure that you remember to not to forget the coffee mugs. Right? And then yes, sales tax payable is next because we charge sales tax. Good. All right.
And I would just do sales.
How much was the sales for the regular medium coffee?
The sales amount, total sales was $473.62.
Good.
And then, $595 paid. And sales of medium supreme coffee, $597.60.
6, yep.
Large was $698 for large supreme coffee. And then ceramic coffee mugs, 48.93.
48.93.
And then the sales tax payable, 199.08.
199.08. All right, I'm gonna double check this here. And I get 2, 6, 12, 24. Perfect. Okay. So what are my account numbers?
Those medium regular coffee, extra medium regular coffee is 40,300. Large 40350. Medium supreme 40450. Large supreme sales for 40,500. And then the ceramic coffee mugs are 40150.
And sales tax payable.
Sales tax is 27,000.
All right, and last one, checking account.
Checking is 10100.
Good. And lastly, what kind of note would you want to place here?
I would just place sales and sales.
Good. I'll help you out here. I'm gonna say in-store sales, so you know that you sold this coffee in the store. Good, and we reached the end of our journal. Okay. So where are we gonna go next? Ledger. Okay, so
That we would go to, I always go by the credit reference numbers if I'm doing it by hand. So I just go to section that says 40300 and ledger to record.
okay, so you go by account numbers. Okay, so first one's 10-100.
Would be 27 bills. So we just ran out, so are we starting?
We haven't started the new one yet. So we're still on 17.
That would be, it's 2,600.
All right. Good. And how much should my new balance should be? It should be 6,302.93. Right. So the next one, you said you go by account number.
Yeah, so I would just find the section that says 40.
Okay. So 40 sales. So here we are, account number 40300.
Yes.
Okay.
So
How many cups did I actually sell? Mm-hmm. Good. We sold 238 cups. General journal 17.
and that amount was $595.
Oh, okay. That's for the large regular.
Okay, so 7,300.
Yes, 47362. So bring in my new grand total to be. What is it, Vina?
3798.91.
3798.91. Good. So now the next section here is going to be the large regular coffee. One hundred and 99 cups. For the 500.
595. Total 4,664.24.
Good. 46644. Right?
Down to sales and medium supreme coffee for $597.06.
Okay, hold on. For the, you said 600. $597.6. Okay, well, let's go back and edit how much we need to do. So how many cups did we sell?
240.
240. For the 597.6.
And my total to 4,828.11.
Good.
There was a large supreme coffee. The records closing with 500 for
For 200. Wait, yeah,
Yeah.
for 200. Good. 200 cups.
698.
And the total for that is
5,356.
oh, okay. Let's see. Okay, hold on. Let me so the total is 5,000. Good.
Section sales, ceramic coffee notes.
Ah, why can't I not change it? Okay. So we're gonna go all the way up to ceramic coffee mugs. Okay. June 27. How many coffee we sold? How many mugs? 7. Good.
48.93.
For 48. 93. And my grand total is going to be
$1,508.85.
good.
And another
Mm-hmm. Sales tax payable.
Total sales tax payable of $1,436.7.
Good. 1,436.77. Good. Right.
So, it's,
Inventory. All right, so let's first look at how much we actually used. So we used 40 and 41 and a half pounds. So how much regular coffee did we use? Say it again.
I believe it was 40.
Yeah, 40 pounds. Good. At what cost am I going to be using? Good. And my total cost of goods sold is going to be uh, hold on, was that right? 65.85.
Yes.
Okay, good. So how do I update my inventory? I'm not quite sure if you got that answer.
Yes, I did.
Okay,
1,425.
good. Perfect. And then how much should you have remaining left? 188.10. Good. Okay. Which should give you a cost per item to change by 10,000th of a penny. Very small change. Okay. Now, Supreme Coffee. How many pounds did we sell? 41 and a half. Now I'm gonna pull up and see which batch are we taking. What are we gonna take out from? Say that again.
Is it FIFO?
Yes, it is FIFO. So we're gonna take this one first. 185. Hold on. Let me type in my formula real quick. So what is my total cost of goods sold? 76.777. So you can round up to 76. You're gonna round up because this is it's what you're gonna be journalizing in your journal, and you can't have unrounded numbers for your journal. So 7678. So how are we going to update our journal here? I mean, update our inventory here. Seven four seven five minus 41 and a half. Sorry, excuse me. 74.75 minus 41.5. Ooh. 41.5. Yes, we should have 61.51 left. Yeah. Sorry about that. I'm going to do it again. 74. There you go. Okay, so that means we have a total of good 29776. Okay. All right, good. So we updated our inventory. So what do we have to do next?
We have to go to the journal.
Okay, so we're starting a new journal page. And what do we do in our journal?
We're gonna put the date, June 27th, and we're gonna do COGS,
Good.
cost of goods sold, regular coffee, debit, cost of goods sold, Supreme coffee, and then we're gonna credit the regular coffee, and we're gonna also credit Supreme coffee.
Good.
And then in parentheses, we're gonna put, in-store use.
Good. So regular coffee. We're going to credit our Supreme Coffee. And the note is going to be in-store use. Good.
And then our post-reference numbers, for cost of goods sold, regular coffee is 50050. For the Supreme, cost of goods sold is 50100. And then for regular coffee is 12020. And for Supreme coffee is 12040.
Good. And the values that I have in here are going to be
$65.85 for your debit for regular coffee.
okay.
And then for your debit for Supreme for cost of goods sold is $76.78.
Good. 76. Sorry, my bad. I heard 77. 76.78.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, and then for regular coffee, we're gonna credit it for $65.85.
Mm-hmm.
And then for Supreme, we're gonna credit it for $76.78.
76.78. Ooh, typo. 76.78. Typo again. 76.78. Okay, good.
I like coffee.
Good. All this coffee makes me want to have some coffee. All right, so, okay, now that we've completed our adjustment entry here, what are we going to do next?
We're gonna go to the ledger to, post it in our ledger.
Good. So we're going to start off with COGS.
And we're gonna go to COGS, regular coffee.
Good. 627.
And we used, 40 pounds. General Journal 18. And this for, we're gonna debit 65.85.
Debit 65.85.
And the new total is 1031.66. See, I'm off.
66. 0 plus 5 is definitely 65. All right, where are you off at?
Okay.
Go ahead and look for it.
Actually, I have to go over my inventory sheet because I'm finding that I'm off 1 cent every time. So I have to go back and fix it.
All right, it might be that one problem that we did earlier. I don't know if you were there. I'm pretty sure you were there, where we had a discrepancy. We found the discrepancy when we were dealing with a rounded number. That's probably where your penny is from. So we rounded on our inventory worksheet. I believe, I want to say it was one of those split pennies that we had to deal with. So
I believe it was the probably the entry that was 138.99 because I had put 139 when I was trying to do it on my own, so I was off by the 1 cent. I believe that's where it is.
All right.
But I'll fix it. I'll find it. I'll find it.
Okay. All right, so back to our ledger. So what is next? We're going to go to Supreme Coffee. Or I mean, cost of goods sold Supreme Coffee. How many pounds did we use?
We used 41.5.
Good.
Okay. General Journal 18.
Mm-hmm.
And the amount is 76.78.
76.78.
And I have $1,085 $5.74.
Yes. Good.
And then we go to our assets and go to regular coffee.
Here we are. Assets, regular coffee. All right. Here, regular coffee.
And then we're gonna put the date of 6/27,
Mm-hmm.
and we're gonna used 40 pounds. General Journal 18. And then we're going to credit it for 65.85. And the total that I have is 188.09.
188.09. Okay, so
See, I'm off by these pennies, but I'll go in and fix it after class.
okay. So let's just double confirm. I have 188.10 on my inventory worksheet. So on your inventory worksheet, is it also different too, or is it reflecting what you
Yeah,
have in your journal?
yes, I'm always off by like a half a penny or a penny.
Okay. All right, so good luck to you. Again, you can always rewatch all those videos to find where it is.
Actually, I do.
Okay. All right, so here we are. Now we have to update our Supreme coffee.
It'll be June 27th.
Mm-hmm.
Used, used 41.5.
41. Okay, good. Used.
General Journal 18. And we're gonna credit for 76.78.
76.78. Bring in my new grand total to be. Oh, I'm on the wrong side. Credit 76.78. Bring in my grand total to be.
297.76.
Good, and that's exactly what we calculated on the side on Supreme Coffee in our inventory worksheet. Okay. And that's it. So back to our journal and back to our scenario here. So what is the last thing you have left to do?
We have to record the money we receive from our sales into our check register.
Check register deposits.
Okay, let's see. Deposit.
Deposits, yes. So we had a total of 26, 12, 24, 27. So you're going to deposit that whole amount. Okay, so good. So then what has happened here? Okay, Albert, what did Albert do?
was submitted in order to Super A Market. So we're gonna go to the subsidiary ledger under commissions expense.
Good. So we're gonna go to commissions expense.
And then we're gonna record, under the customer name, we're gonna put Super A Market.
All right. Super A Market.
Invoice 110. And it's for $533.17.
Okay. Oh, and it automatically calculated for me my Excel. So there you go. I cleared it out. All right. Good. All right. Last but not least, what has, or not least, actually, it's not the last one, but what has happened here? Let me go to my general journal. Okay. So, what has happened here in my scenario? What has happened here in my scenario?
We have sales.
Okay.
So, doing the journal. So we had daily sales, so we're gonna need to record, the income, the sales.
Okay. And how do we do that?
We're gonna debit the checking,
Okay, so 628. We're going to debit checking.
and then, we're gonna credit sales regular coffee. Let me see if I put it in here. Okay, we're gonna sales medium regular coffee, sales regular large coffee. Sales supreme medium coffee. Sales supreme large coffee. And
But after a large supreme coffee.
of sales, ceramic mugs. And then we also have to have the sales tax payable.
All right.
And in parentheses, we're gonna have in-store sales. And then from there, we're gonna, we need our post reference numbers.
Mm-hmm.
So checking is 1,100. Meat sales medium regular is 40,300. Sales regular 4350. Wait, I'm lost.
That's right. 40. That's right.
4350.
That's right.
Okay. And then medium, then the large is 44. Wait. Okay, we have medium, regular, okay, supreme. Large supreme is 40,500.
Good.
And then the ceramic mugs, 40,150.
Good. And sales tax payable?
27,000.
27,000. Okay.
And then for our checking, we're gonna debit it for 26.21 and 91 cents.
26.21.91. Good.
And then for a regular medium coffee is $477.60. And then for the large is $598. And then for the supreme medium is $610.05. And then for the supreme large is $701.49.
70149.
And then for the mugs, is $34.95.
Good.
And then for the sales tax payable, $199.82.
All right, let me just double check my work here. Two six two 191. Good.
And then the next step we do is we go through our our ledger.
Good. We're going to go ahead and complete our ledger.
So we go to the assets and we're gonna go to checking.
Checking.
Okay, and then we're gonna put, sales.
28.
Oh, 28.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're gonna put sales in general journal 18. And we're gonna, debit it for 26.21.91.
26.21.91.
Mm-hmm.
Bringing a grand total to be.
I'm off, so, from the last transaction, so I have to go back and find that as well.
Oh, okay.
So could someone else, give us the total?
Okay, so since I already have the formula for this one, it should be 892484.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah, mine is off. I missed the transaction.
Okay.
And then we're gonna go to, revenues. And then it would be sales, regular, medium coffee. Sales, regular, medium. Okay, everybody do this, I'm gonna do it. Oh, here it is, I didn't go down. So the date is 6/28. We sold,
Do you need to look at it?
240,
cuts.
200 and, no, I was gonna say, did you need to look at it? Cups, but it's okay, you got it. Cups.
General Journal 18. And the credit is 477.60.
$470. 477. Sorry. 477.60.
Bringing the total amount to 4276.51. I'm in the wrong place. Oh, no, I'm not. 4276.51.
Good. No, you're in the right spot. Oh, I meant, maybe in your, I don't know. But you definitely got the numbers correct.
And then the next one, we're gonna go to the sales large. Let me see, what is it called? Sales large regular coffee.
Good.
It's 628. There was 200 cups. General Journal 18. And there's a credit of 598. And the new total is 5262.40.
52.62.40. Correct.
And then the next account we're going to is the Supreme Medium Coffee. The date is 6/28. Supreme 245 cups. General Journal 18. And the credit is $610.05.
610. All right. 610.
And
610.05. Good.
And the new total is 5438.16.
54.38.16. Good.
And then the next account is the Supreme Large. And the date is 6/28. 201 cups. General Journal 18. The credit is 701.49. And the new balance is 6055.15.
Good.
And then we're going to go to our ceramic coffee mugs.
I think it's this one. Ceramic coffee mugs. Good.
And the date is 6/28. We sold 5. General Journal 18. And that amount was $34.95.
General Journal 8. I'm just having such a hard time typing today. Okay, for
$34.95.
95 cents. Good. Bringing your grand total to be
1543.30.
1543.30. Good.
And then we have to go to our liabilities. Go to sales tax payable.
Oh, I'm already there. Huh. I scrolled too hard, too far. Okay, so sales tax
Tax payable.
Oh, I'm liabilities. Sales tax payable. Okay.
And then the date is, June 28th. Sales tax general journal 18, general journal. And the amount is 199.82. The new total, the new total is 1636.59.
Good.
And then, okay, we did that. We made a sale. I'm trying to think what we do next. Okay, we did our sales. We have to go to, nope, because, do we have anything to do with inventory? Because we made a sale.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay,
All right. If you want to take a break, you did very good.
yes. So I could get caught up.
All right. Anyone want to do the next section? Which is the inventory.
Inventory in the regular coffee
Mm-hmm.
for 40 pounds.
For 40 pounds, so it's the 28. All right. 40 pounds at
At 1.64639.
good. Oh, I equal round it. So
Okay. It's 55.86. We're just
yes,
reading the sale right now.
that's
And
fine.
then, and then we go to the on-hand inventory for 114.25 minus 40. That's 74.25.
74.25.
10 minus 65, 122.24.
122.24.
And the new cost is 1.6463299, which is 5 decimal points. And then we go to the regular cost sheet. The Supreme Coffee.
Okay, so we're gonna go to Supreme Coffee.
Okay, it's 28.
Oh, sorry, Supreme Coffee.
40 pounds.
40 pounds. Now, do we actually have 40 pounds remaining in my batch? Do I have enough?
We have to take a look at inventory.
We have to.
No,
No, we don't. We have.
we
We're gonna
included
take
the
this amount and we're gonna dip into the second amount.
even the big ones. Yes.
Okay, so 33.25 is what I have. 33.25. And I need to get to
185 each. Oh, okay. And
oh,
pounds.
sorry, equals this plus this.
The
Okay.
difference there is 6.75.
So here 40 minus the 33.25 is 675.
5.
Gonna highlight this because it is all right. So from the first one, we know we're taking the whole batch of here.
85.
How much you say?
Of the $1.85.
Oh, okay.
So 61.
61.51. All right, I'm just going to type it in because I know that 61.51, that's the answer.
Yep, and for the other one, for the 6.75 at a cost of 1.89 equals 12.75. Rounded off 12.74.
Oh, is that the right batch? Yes. Okay, there. I'm going to equal round it. To $12.76, which was what you just said. We're going to add these two together because we want a total of 40 pounds, not them separately. So total, you should have 74.27.
Let me update the inventory there.
Update the inventory.
So we zero out the 32.25. And 125, that comes 118.25. 125 minus 6.75 equals 118.25.
6.25.
Minus,
6.75.
6.75. Thank you, Adina.
oh, okay, 25. I'm sorry. Thank you. That comes
118.25.
So good. It ends with a 49. 9 plus 6 equals a 5. Good. So we have no rounding issues here. So here, 8, you said 118 to 5. Okay. Good. So that means when we check our inventory on hand, it should be 22349. All right. So here, what do we do next? Dina, you came in at 10.
general journal.
General journal.
Cogs, regular coffee. And Cogs supreme coffee. Inventory, regular coffee. And supreme coffee. So on the debit side, regular coffee, Cogs regular coffee is 65.86. Same thing on the credit for the regular coffee. On the supreme is 74.27. Same on the inventory,
7427?
74.27.
Oh, yeah, because we added them together.
No,
Good. So 24, yep, 7427, good. All right, and what is my account numbers?
oh,
550,
go ahead.
50, 100, 120, 20, 120, 40.
Thanks, kiddo.
All right.
Well, girl.
And then lastly, what is my little note here?
In-store use.
In store use. All right. So next is going to be
Go to the general ledger,
Mhm.
subsidiary.
not subsidiary.
It would be the ledger, right?
It'd be the ledger.
Subsidiary.
Mm, not the subsidiary. Ledger, just the regular general ledger.
Okay.
Going to COGS.
We're going to go to COGS.
COGS regular.
Regular, good.
Was 40 pounds used, Lynette?
Yes. 40
Okay,
pounds.
GJ 18. 65.86. $1,097.51.
Good.
Then we go to Supreme.
Same time. 40.
And we do the same process. Use 40 pounds.
When I find my U, where are you? There you go. Used 40 pounds. Good.
GJ 18. 74.27. $1,160.01.
1160 and 1 cent. Good.
Then we go to assets, regular coffee.
Okay.
Date, used 40 pounds. GJ 18. Credit, 65.86. That should come to 122.24.
Good. And does that match your inventory worksheet?
Yeah.
Yes. 122.24. Good. And then this one is 23.49. Okay. All right. Now we got to update our Supreme coffee.
Do the same as above, except for we used 40 pounds. GJ 14. I'm sorry, 18.
Mhm.
Lord have mercy. We are going to deduct, is that 65.86? No, is that right?
Not 65.86.
Okay, we need a screen.
74.27.
Yeah. 74.27.
27.
Balance with inventory.
Mm-hmm.
I got this 297.76.
Yep.
222.49.
223.49, which matches our inventory on hand in our worksheet. Good. All right.
Deposit.
Okay, so you want to do the deposit. Good. So how much are we going to deposit in our bank?
26.91.
2621.91. Today is supposedly June 28th. So I am going to deposit for that full amount. All right, good. So back to my journal. All right, and then what happens next? So we're gonna finish this last two, then our last three, then take a break, and then do our trial balance together. Okay. So, how do we pay Irene? Let's look at the information here.
Irene Jameson, 8 days, 64 hours, single status, and I do not have.
Oh, sorry. Single status and 0 withholdings. Okay. So here's a good practice example that you can use for your exam. So how are we going to calculate? Miss Jameson is a full-time employee. She works 8 hours a day and she works 5 days a week. So in this case, because we had them submit on the 23rd, which was a Sunday, because how payroll works is they are going to get paid on Friday. So today's Friday. So how do we calculate a total of 64 hours, right? So where are we going to go to find the rest of this information?
Subsidiary ledger under employees.
Correct. So here, subsidiary ledger under employees. Yes. Okay. So we've already filled this information now. Now I created this table so that you can go ahead and plug in your answers a lot quicker. So let's go ahead and just fill this worksheet out. So here we know that the pay date is going to be June 28. We know that's Irene Jameson. Her pay rate is $8.50, right? How many total hours did she work?
64.
She did a total of 64 hours. So what is her total gross pay?
$544.
$544 is her total gross pay. Now we're going to come down here and figure out her total federal income tax withholdings. So here's our gross pay. We're going to copy it from above here because we know it's a total of $544. Okay. What's her marital status? Single. Okay. We know that because that's what it says. Single. All right. Oh my gosh, I'm having trouble typing today. How many withholdings does she have?
0.
0. Okay. So, with that being said, withholdings amount. If she has 0 withholdings, what is going to be her total withholding amount? No. What is her total withholdings amount?
0.
0, because there's nothing that she can deduct. So that means her adjusted amount that she is going to have is going to be 0. All right, hold on. Adjusted amount. Amount over plus amount to withhold. Okay, so the adjusted amount, okay, so this is what's going to happen is you're supposed to do total withholdings to get your total adjusted amount, which in this case, it is going to be 0 because we're not going to withhold anything from that. Okay, so now the next portion is we got to go look into our table. Here's the circular e-table. I already did the work for you. So here's the withholdings amount. Since she's claiming 0, we don't multiply by anything because she's not claiming anything. Okay? So her total adjusted amount that we can tax her is going to be at $544. Right? So here's our little table here. What is our total? So here's the table.
It's going to be $1,689.
1,000.
Yes, it's less than 1,689. I'm assuming this is an assumption. So
She earned a total of $554.
$544, but it's less than that, but more than 526.
Correct. So I highlighted it for you.
Okay.
So by looking at this, right,
Mm-hmm.
she's going to be charged 12% on the amount over $526.
So does that mean you take $544, subtract 526, and then what's left is do the 12% of that?
Correct.
544.
Okay. So $18 times point. So she'll be taxed $2.16.
Okay, so here we just the amount. Okay, so adjusted amount. Crap. Okay, so yes, so here we're gonna do 544 minus the 526.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna give you the adjusted amount of $18. Okay. Now with that adjusted amount, that's how much you're gonna have over. Hold on, where is my formatting button? There you go. All right, so so adjusted amount. Wait, hold on, I'm in the wrong column. So the amount over is going to be the 544 minus the 526. Okay, so I forgot my equal sign. 544 minus 526 equals $18. Now the adjusted amount will be, again, your 544 minus your $0, right? Because that's the total number of withholdings that she did not claim. All right, so that's 544, right? So then now the over amount due, right? The government allows you to take the 526. Now what is the 12%? You said it was
$2.16.
$2.16. All right. And what was the amount that we have to withhold from the government that's required?
Was that 12%?
That's amount in excess. So let's go back to our table. What is
It was $38.
$38 is what the amount that they're going to withhold you regardless of how much money you make. So $38. So here 38. So what is the total amount of withholdings I am going to have for what was that?
Yeah, Lynn, can you explain that 38 again?
So the $38, okay, is how much the government is going to take from you regardless of how much money you make. So let's look at the table again. Okay, so because you belong in this batch right here, you're going to automatically get calculated out $38. That's automatic. Any money in excess, right, from the 526, the 526 is what the government allows you to keep.
All right.
So any amount in excess is going to be prorated. It's going to be taxed at a percentage. All right? So you're going to add the 38 because that's what they're going to tax you no matter what. And then anything in excess, you're going to add the 12% of whatever you made over the $526. Okay, so here, how much is my total withholdings going to be?
That's actually $40.16.
$40.16 is what that you're going to take away from her paycheck.
How did you calculate that again?
You add the amount that the government's going to tax you regardless, plus whatever percentage in excess that you've calculated, correct? Okay. So here, total withholdings is going to it's going to be a dollar amount. Dollar amount because yes, so the adjusted amount is the 544 subtract the withholdings amount, which in this case, because she didn't claim anything, which is 0, so that means her total amount that could be taxed at is $544. We looked up on the table. We found out that her bracket is going to be the 12% bracket. So once we've done that, we calculate how much excess money she's going to be hit with the 12% tax, which is the 544 subtract the 526, which the government allows you to keep. So in excess is going to be $18. All right, and here we multiply the 12% for the $18 to get $2.16. Then we need to add the $38 that the government's going to take from your check regardless of what you make. All right? So giving us a grand total of $40.16. So you're going to add what the government's going to take from you plus any money you've made in excess. All right? So good. So that is my total withholdings that I'm going to take away from her paycheck is going to be $40.16. So now that we have that, we also need to calculate how much Social Security, how much Medicare, and how much for the company. I'm on the wrong section. We're going to have to figure out the total Social Security, Medicare, and then we're going to see what the net pay is for Miss Irene. So her gross pay is going to be the 544. Okay. We already calculated her FITW, which is the $40.16. All right. OASDI, which is Social Security, which is I already gave you here, is 6.2%. So we're going to tax that amount, or we're going to calculate this amount based on the total gross pay.
I think that's $3.37.
Okay, so we did this, multiply by the 0.62.
Probably. I think I did that right. Let's see. Hold on. 544 $33.72.
$33.70
Rounding up. 73.
rounding up. So I should probably do that equal round. So $33.73. And then Medicare is
By the time it's all said and done.
Hmm?
So she's not gonna have much of a check when it's all said and done.
Yep.
I'm trying to think. That for some reason I think that's just way too high. I got $78.88, but I don't think that's right.
That is definitely not right. You might have missed an extra zero.
I did.
So yes,
0.89.
7.89. Right? So, So if all of these taxes are taken out of her paycheck, what is going to be her net pay?
462.
All right, so we're gonna take our 544, we're gonna subtract the 4016, subtract the 3373, and subtract the $7.89 to get 462.22. Okay, post reference is going to be what journal we're on. So we're at journal 18. Check number, because we have to properly write her a check. 1527. Let's go ahead and look at our journal. Okay, if we're going to be on the 18th journal 18. Okay, let's look at our check register. It's for 1527. Right, so let's go ahead and fill this in right now. So the 28 we're gonna write the amount check for $462.22, and this check is going to out to Irene Jameson. All right, for $462.22, and it's check number 1527. So we can come here, 1527, written out for the 46222. All right. And that is how you calculate the employee paycheck. Okay, so let's go ahead and journalize that portion first. And then we got to calculate what it cost us to employ Irene. Okay, so how are we going to journalize this? How are we going to journalize?
Under labor expense,
Not labor expense. We didn't contract her. She's our employee.
payroll expense.
Payroll expense, right? And specifically, is there a more specific category under the payroll expense? I believe that is a main account.
Salaries, wages, and expenses.
Salary, wages, and salaries and wages expense. Good. So here I'm gonna go double check what the account number looks like, or what's the account number?
6810.
Good. 6810 is going to be my salaries and wages expense. Okay. For 6810. Good. All right.
And we would credit checking, yes.
We do credit checking, but we also have to include what other things?
Employees FITW payable.
Good. Let's look at a chart of accounts. Okay, so these are things that we're collecting because we need to pay forth towards the government, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And HI payable.
Okay.
So we have to do employee FITW payroll.
Let me find my liabilities. Okay, so yes, because we owe them, right? They're not expenses. We are holding on to this until we have to submit it to the government, right? Just like us, we have to submit the sales tax. All right, we have to pay the government because this is our duty that we have to do for having employees, right? They're paying in to their Social Security and Medicare. So this, we have to break it down, and it's going to be based on right here. We have employee OASDI, we have employee FTIDW payable, and we also have HI payable, and they're all employees. Okay, and those are all account numbers. So the first one that we recognized was, because now these are liabilities, right? We're holding on to it to pay for it. So we owe the government more money. So in this case, we owe employee, or the government, we owe to pay the employee federal income tax withholdings. Okay? Payable.
That's 24,040.
24,040.
Then the employee HI payable.
We could do that, yes.
It should be 30, not 40.
Oh, it is. Well, okay. Is that the? Oh, my apologies. Yes. That's the 30, because the OASDI is 40.
40.
Are we doing that one as well?
Yes, we have to include that. That's Social Security.
Okay, so we can do that one next. That'll be 24,040.
24,040. 24,040. Okay. And then
Then employee high payable,
HI is Medicare.
and that'll be 24,050.
24,050.
Mm-hmm.
Good. And then lastly, what was the last thing that we have to do?
Checking.
Checking. Now you have to pay the employee. All right. So let's go ahead and so checking is 10,100. So how much did I write the check out for?
462.22.
462.22. All right. How much was my Medicare?
789.
$7.89. How much was my Social Security?
3373.
33.73. And then 73. 3373. And then lastly, how much FITW did I calculate?
4016.
4016. Okay. So therefore, for salaries or wages expense, that's going to be your gross pay.
And that should be 544.
Yes. All right. I'm going to double check my work here. Making sure I typed everything in correctly. Come on.
It's correct.
Good. So 544 even. Okay. And what am I going to make a note here? What am I going to do here?
Irene. Paycheck? No, I don't know. Salary?
I'm
215, 27, right?
27.
okay. You just write the name because it already explains here that this is your employee, right? You have a salaries and wages payable. You have you're charging employee stuff. So it's pretty straightforward. You don't have to write a paycheck because that's exactly what you're doing. You're paying your employee. So you just need the name and the check number. Right? Which check number you issued. Let me see if we're good on time. Okay. So let me see. The last thing that we got to do is we got to calculate how much it costs us to employ Irene. So what I'm going to do is because of the time, it is now 10:40. So I want you guys to take a nice 15-minute break. So come back, 5 minutes before 11? Is that right? Yep.
Yes, 1055.
Please be back by 10:55, and we'll continue on with the company responsibilities, and then we'll calculate everyone else. Okay? So go ahead and take a break, and I'll see you at 10:55.